Okay. I'd like to jump on here a few minutes early and make sure everything's up and running. So, let's see how we're doing here on Facebook. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, all right. Okay, good deal. Looks like everything's up and running. Now I'll pull up the chat page. Good evening. First chat of the night. All right. 7:59. I think we're starting in about 10 seconds, so. All right. Here we go. Hey everybody, this is Bryan Hogue. Thank you for joining me for the Chiller Night Live pre-show. Every week I come on here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to talk about the upcoming schedule on Stream TV beginning at 9 p.m. and it runs, the scheduling runs till about 3:30 in the morning. So that's Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat. Chiller Night Theater is a hosted horror show. We play classic and not so classic horror and science fiction films of yesteryear. And Chiller Chat is my talk show where I talk about topics of horror, science fiction, the paranormal, you name it, we'll discuss it. So, well, within those three categories, I guess I should probably be more clear. But anyways, tonight, oh, let's see what we got here. Cassandra says, hi. Corpus says, hello, hello, hello. Did I say that right? Brad says, this is a Chiller Night pre-show with Bryan Hogue, starring Bryan Hogue. And now here's Bryan. Here's Bryan. There you are, and here we are together once again. So, we are sitting outside, and Ava says, hi, everyone. Hi, Ava. Thank you for joining us tonight. Normally, normally she's been driving back from somewhere, so tonight it's kind of nice because she's home and just outside the, not too far. I could throw a stone and hit her outside here in the dark domain outside of Jack Shadow's castle, where he is no doubt gearing up for tonight's movie. But Corpus says, I'm channeling at British Dandy tonight. Alright, yeah. Ho, pip pip, jolly ho. Okay, now. Let's see. Schedule tonight is, alright, at 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Jack Shadow features The Wasp Woman. And then at 11 p.m., Chiller Chat, my guest. Now this is from some years ago. This is, I think, in 2008 or maybe even 2009. Gary Striner. But I wanted to put this one on because it's kind of a neat one. We go to visit a couple sites from Night of the Living Dead. We go to the old farmhouse property. We go to we actually started out in Evans City Cemetery. And then, so it's kind of neat. And then at 11:30, Chiller Night Theater. Jack Shadow features The Werewolf of Washington. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. My guest is Leah Dawn Madden. Leah will be talking about vampires. Real vampires, not the movie kind. And then at 2 a.m., Jack Shadow features The Wasp Woman. So there's our schedule for tonight. So, speaking of The Wasp Woman,
Supposing a more powerful form of royal jelly could be obtained. From the queen wasp, for example.
Socially, the queen wasp is on level with the black widow spider.
Oh, no. There might be danger.
Those are my terms, Mr. Fincher. Janice Starlin will be your next guinea.
A woman of fantastic desires, sponsoring a scientist with fantastic theories, and demanding fantastic results.
How old do I look? Tell me! How old?
23.
The enzymes, they're going crazy. Miss Darling will kill her and tear her body to shreds.
And there you have it, folks. The trailer for The Wasp Woman. So that's a pretty good movie. David says, time for a glass of champagne. Brad says, what's on tonight? Okay, that was before I ran the schedule there. Richard says, what up, Bri? Let's go. All right. Brad says, all right. Brad says, can this wasp woman fly? LOL. Well, we shall probably see. And then Corpus Corpus has a little bee emoji with some clinking champagne glasses. And Tanya says, good evening, everyone. Looking forward to tonight's movie. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Tanya. And Cassandra says, hi, Joseph. All right. I don't know if I missed somebody here. If I do... Huh. Yeah, I don't see Joseph on there, but if you're on here, Joseph, thanks for joining us. And Corpus says good evening. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Last night we had Richard says, what about Ant-Man? I definitely don't have the license to play Ant-Man, but that would be good. Tanya says, got my glass of champagne ready. All right. Kevin says, what time is showtime? That's at 9 p.m. That's at 9 o'clock. And that'll be coming up here before you know it. And 2 shakes of a lamb tail, I'll tell you. And then, okay, Corpus says movie starts at 9. And then, now if you're new to here, because Kevin, I'm not sure if I've seen you on here before, but I've seen you on Facebook. But if you're new to the programming, at 9 o'clock, you just go to streammedia.tv. Streammedia.tv. You go to the Stream TV's website, the one I just said, and you can go on there and watch the shows online, or you can actually connect to their Roku channel on that site as well. So, Kevin says thank you. And last night, I thank everybody for, if you joined us last night, I appreciate that. For the live chiller chat, we had Nate Reagan, who's been on the show several other times. Nate, you might know if you've seen the shows before. He had some dealings with the Scream 4 movie that came out some years ago. And when was that? 2011, 2012. But Nate was actually one of the costume consultants for that movie, and he has a really good variety of props and collectibles that he has over the years from the different Scream movies. So it's kind of neat to see his collection there. Richard says, champagne, I got natural ice in a glass. That's right. All right. That sounds good. Brad says, got my hot dogs, rice, and Pepsi, one ready. Oh, Pepsi, one ready. Cassandra says, hi, Patrick. Hi. He says, okay. Oh, and then Corpus says, Kevin, the first Friday of every month, there is a movie in this room as well, where we all can chat while it's on. That's right. Now that is, and I'll be covering that in just a moment here. I appreciate that. Yes, that's Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights, and In fact, you know what? I'll just throw it up there right now, so you know what we're talking about. Will I? Maybe don't I have that up here? I thought I had the. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right. Okay. On Friday, May 3rd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights. We'll be actually watching a live version of Chiller Night Theater. That's right. You heard me correct. It'll be live with Jack Shadow, as the Dark Lord himself will host the Killer Shrews. And then, as a bonus, yes, a bonus I say, we will be watching the silent 1910 Frankenstein. So that'll be pretty cool. And that program will be brought to you by Vicelli Pizza in Butler, Pennsylvania, and also from Gross Fest, which will be this July 20th in Washington County in Pennsylvania. That's just south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So, cool. That's coming up before you know it. Next Friday, May 3rd, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, just join us just like this. If you're on YouTube or Facebook, this is how you will watch it, right here on these channels. So, that'll be a lot of fun. Those are pretty neat. I enjoy those. I think those are pretty cool. Actually, Jack Shadow's on here and he's interacting with the viewers. You're interacting with each other. It's a lot of fun. So, but last night we had the Chiller Chat. We were talking about collectively all the Star Wars movies and even mentioning some of the expanded universe. So that was kind of fun. That episode that we filmed last night, or we recorded live, will be playing next week on Stream TV at 11 p.m. as the feature Chiller Chat episode. And that will be May 4th. May the 4th be with you. That'll be on Star Wars Day, and how fitting. So, let's see. I'm missing some comments. Let's see. Nick says, yo. Corpus said, yo, Nick. Nick says, hey, Corp and Cassandra. Tanya says, Brian, just wanted to say that I really liked your zombie prank calls. Oh, funny stuff. With Jack Shadow harassing Walter and, who's the other one? Melvin. I think that was the name of the other zombie. Yeah. Not a nice guy, is he? And then David says the Wasp Woman was directed by Roger Corman and added scenes directed by Jack Hill, director of Spider Baby. Very cool. Very, very cool. We see a lot of Roger Corman films, in these type of, and Jack Hill as well, on the hosted horror shows over the years. So Corpus says those are a blast, and then Corpus says poor Walter. I know. Jack's a little rough on Walter sometimes, not so nice. That was a lot of fun doing those. And then we have, let's see, last night's Chiller Chat, May 4th. I again, thank you. I know that there's quite a bit of interaction going on there. That was a lot of fun. When I do those at the TV studio, I have a guest in live, and it's just the guest and I sitting there. These are really fun to me as well, though, because then I get to talk to somebody. My guest is on the phone. I have a picture of them up, and we can also interact with you, the viewer. So that is really cool. You can ask questions or leave comments. And hey, see that? Did you see that little ghost? I just happened to look up and see the ghost there. Every once in a while, that ghost will appear. Kind of takes a look around and then goes back in the castle. So, Bobby says, hey, Bobby, thanks for joining us. Good to have you here. Bobby says, miss you. Well, miss you guys. Miss you guys from the haunted house. Bobby worked on the haunted house with me for several years ago. Corpus says, oh, Chiller Night Watch Party feature this week will be, that's right. Now, for those of you who joined us for Thursday night, we watched 976 Evil. So, and I was really looking forward to seeing that because I hadn't seen that since it came out in the theater in like 88 or 89, something like that. Now, Corpus is about to announce the movie for next Thursday. So, Tales from the Crypt, is that the 72 British movie? Is that what you're talking about? The one with Peter Cushing in it? If so, I am hooked. I am anxiously awaiting to see that one. Those are a lot of fun. And then Brad says, sorry, I'm trying to get as much shares as I can. Oh, not a problem, not a problem. Okay, Corpus says 1972. All right. And this guy's good. I ought to be a horror host or something like that. So, Ava says, seeing if I had a diamond. Seeing if I get a diamond. Oh, hey, you figured out. Ava was asking me how you guys were getting those diamonds on there. So it looks like she figured it out. And then Tom says, who did Corpus pay off to become a top fan? A top fan. And Richard says, great movie. Oh, the Tales from the Crypt, yeah. Speaking of fan, we have this week's Chiller Night Theater Fan of the Week. Now, the Fan of the Week will be featured throughout the night, in between the episodes of Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat on Stream TV. On Stream TV, you'll be seeing, with the slide ads and the weather and things like that. You'll be seeing the Fan of the Week presented. So, are you ready? I wish I had a drum roll. All right, this week's Fan of the Week. Are you all ready? Here we go. It is Brad Beckwith from Corey, Pennsylvania. That's right. Our very own Brad is going to be tonight's Fan of the Week. So there you have it, folks. So, and then Corpus says it's a secret. Oh, about who she paid off to become the top fan. And then Corpus says dum dum dum. Oh, all right. Well, I did get my drum roll. And then Corpus says woohoo. Brad, Fan of the Week, Cassandra says. Yes. I was actually, because anybody at this point, until we actually think of, what to do, like, is there a requirement, other than sending in your picture? And that's the picture Brad sent in. But anybody, if you're interested in being a Fan of the Week, just let me know. Send me a picture. We'll get you up there. I think that's kind of fun. And I think it's kind of neat, too, for all the people, throughout the states who are watching Stream TV on Saturday night, and they get to see that as well. So, hey, you never know. Maybe that'll get them to check it out. So, everyone's congratulating Brad, all right? And congratulations, Brad, for being the Fan of the Week for Chiller Night Theater. Brad says, thank you very much. And then Richard says, how come everyone is from Pennsylvania? Well, actually, Corpus was from West Virginia. Tom Paisley was from Alabama. We had, who else did we have? I got to go back and look at the list. We've had a couple from Pennsylvania. I suppose because they're closer to where I actually filmed the show. And we have more fans from Pennsylvania, but we're trying to spread that out. We're trying to fan that out and collect more Chiller Maniacs. So, if you know people who enjoy the old horror and science fiction movies of yesteryear, let them know about chillernighttheater.com, and maybe we can have them even join the pre-show and chat with them every week. So, and then Brad says, I have never looked any good. What? I have never looked any good. Is that what you're saying? Any better? Okay. I thought you were saying something negative about yourself. And then, don't you dare. Stop that. Tanya says, I'm here from Illinois. Okay, cool. And then, it'll be neat. That'll be kind of neat when we get our first international fan of the week. It's coming, folks. It's coming. And then Corpus says, fan out the fans. Fan them out. Fan out the fans. I like it. And then Richard says, I'm spreading the news here in Michigan. All right. Well, Richard, hey, all you got to do is let me know that you want to do it and send me a picture. And we'll put you up there. So, all right. Well, there is, again, that's this week's Fan of the Week. So, Brad, thank you. Thank you for submitting your picture and for being the Fan of the Week. And you certainly have been that. I mean, and more. Brad's the one who actually came up with the title. Whoops, it's on this side. The pre-show, the Chiller Night Live pre-show. So of course he gives us our weekly announcement. It's the Chiller Night pre-show, Bryan Hogue. So we do appreciate that, and appreciate you joining us every week as well as everybody else. It's just a lot of fun. Place where, you know, people can just kind of get together. Yes, I do talk about the schedule. Of course, we talk about much more than just that. So it's a lot of fun. And speaking of that ghost, there he is again. See that? Boom, there he goes. See that? I put some torches there. I lit the torches tonight with Castle Shadow. So he's up there somewhere. I think he's in that highest tower. I'm sure he's getting ready for tonight's movie. Yeah, that's what he's doing. And then Bobby says he misses the haunt. I'm having one this year. I'm supposed to have one this year. So in Harrisville, Pennsylvania. And Harrisville, if you don't know, is about an hour north of Pittsburgh. So that'll be a lot of fun. A lot of work, but a lot of fun. Richard says, I'm right across the river to Canada. Oh, okay. And then Tom says, our very own Ed McMahon. That's right. Now here's Bryan. So, yeah, these are a lot of fun. I enjoy this. I really do. I look forward to Saturday nights and to spend this time here before we do the Chiller Night and programming on Stream TV all night. And Bobby says, I want to know. I want to do. I know where it is. Okay. You do. I was letting anybody, if you didn't know, and anybody else who didn't know, may not have known. Yeah, Harrisville is about an hour north of Pittsburgh. And it's right on Route 8. So you can't miss it. Now, Brad says, I hope you like the Chiller Night intermission show during intermission after half an hour break on streammedia.tv. What? What's that? I hope you like the Chiller Night intermission show during intermission after a half an hour break on Stream TV. I'm not sure. Something's going over my head here, Brad. Sorry, but Chiller Night intermission show. The Chiller Chat? Is that what you mean? I don't know. But you do tell. Fill in some details there, and otherwise I'm really trailing off from that. I don't know where we're going. All right. So, anyways, new episodes coming soon. New episodes coming soon here for Chiller Night Theater. Look at that. Now that's us at the Stream TV studio in Oil City. And we were there not too long ago. Of course, there's Jack Shadow, and there's Aura the Witch, and there's Elle the Vampire, and they're all. And then we got there's some. Now those ones were just taken last month when we were down there. And now that, what are we saying? Fiend Without a Face. Oh, that's right. That's right. Fiend Without a Face. Maybe I could do that for a live show. Maybe that'll be May, June. Maybe we could do that for June's. That might be kind of neat. Okay. All right, just looking over some of the comments, so. Yeah, Fiend Without a Face. But anyway, yeah, that's that. Hey, maybe we'll do that for a live one. You never know. And Tom says, lice, yes. Or live, yes, maybe. but over here we have just, you know, the ghost. Yeah, Tom says, oops, live, I mean, ah. And then over here we have the I don't know, a little behind the scenes photos here. And I don't know, it's kind of neat going down there. I enjoy that. You wouldn't think it, but you know, the shows that we do here too are, you know, the live ones are actually just as there's actually a little more I think there's a little more pressure, you know, to get it right the first time, you know. The other shows are, of course, they're pre-recorded, so you try to, you know, I don't know. I've always wanted this show to be live. I don't have the capabilities right now, other than how you see it on the Friday Night Frights. But I've always wanted this show, the Chiller Night Theater, to be live. Even Chiller Chats, I wanted those to be live as well. So, and you can see me kind of veering off into that direction. I would love to have all the shows live eventually. Will that happen? I don't know. So it'd be really cool if I could. Of course, this TV studio, I don't know how I would do that. I'd probably still have to go down and do pre-recorded shows, you know, and get a good blend of both types, as well as Chiller Chat, just because the TV station's pretty far away. It's like, you know, 30 plus miles away. And then Todd says, Fiend Without a Face is one of my all-time faves. I think I checked on that too, didn't I, Tom? I think it looked more like we could play that one. And so Brad says we're getting back to the break. The break for a half hour besides radio on streammedia.tv does kind of get boring during intermission. Well, yeah, you know, but you know, if we ran them back to back, because we thought about this, you know, we had this discussion about running the shows back to back with no break in between. You know, the thing, I guess the only thing is, do you do that, or do you? Because then it's kind of nice to have that set time. You know, at 11 p.m. there's Chiller Chat. Despite, you know, Chiller Night Theater, it might run, you know, 80 minutes. It might run, you know, 90 minutes, you know, that week. Yeah, you're gonna have a gap there, and then you have Chiller Chat, you know, and then so we had set times right now. You know, I don't know. You guys tell me if, you know, if that's something you'd like to have them run back to back. You know, I could look into that. Right now, this is how we're doing it right now, but never say never. And then Tom says Fiend is public domain. I'm pretty sure. I think you're right. I think that we checked on that the last time that you had brought that up. So all right. Well, maybe that's what we'll do for June's live show. Would you guys like to see that as a live one?Maybe we'll do that for the Jack Shadows Friday Night Frights. I'll look into that. Because now I've got a couple people mentioning that, so I have to check it out. I've never seen it. I've never seen that movie, so I'm kind of anxious to check that one out. All right, so new episodes coming soon. We covered that. Paranormal Warehouse. No, Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat are going to be part of the Paranormal Warehouse. Their Facebook page, their YouTube channel, their website. And just to give you an idea, like their Facebook page has 503,000 followers on that page, alone. I didn't see their YouTube. I didn't check that out yet. Their website, I don't know. I know that they play a lot of different types of show, a variety of shows. So I'll be doing my Chiller Chat on that on their site, and on Chiller Chat's going to actually be on their Facebook page and their YouTube channel. And I just sent them shows this week, so we're just getting this started. And then Chiller Night Theater is going to be on their, I guess the plan is to have it on their YouTube channel, and then also down the road on their Facebook page. So we'll see how that goes. I sent them a Chiller Night Theater episode and a Chiller Chat episodes to kind of get the ball rolling here. So that's kind of neat. I appreciate them doing that, and I don't know, to pick up some more Chiller Maniacs, I would think. Certainly several more thousand, I would hope. And then Corpus says, good pick for June, yes. Okay, The Fiend Without a Face. All right. I'm liking this. All right. And speaking of viewers, we were trying to get into the PCNC, the WPXI's PCNC in Pittsburgh. And that I'm not sure how that's going to work out right now. It was going to be on the PCNC and also the WPXI Now app. So will that happen? I don't know. We were talking. The talks were going very promising. In fact, it was. In fact, I'll tell you, they were going to start it either May 4th or the week after that. The guy says May 14th. I think he put a 1 by accident in front of the 4. So I think they were going to start it next week. And but some of the details on that and on how we were. I'll put up the coverage map. All right. This was the coverage map for the PCNC. And it covers a good part of western Pennsylvania, as well as parts of West Virginia and Ohio. So, what else do I have here? What? Oh, okay. And then it was also going to be on the WPXI Now app. So, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to go because like I said, they said, yeah, we were going to put it on. We're going to put it on. However, unfortunately for me, I don't have a sales team. I don't have a sales force to pick up the sponsorships required for that show to air. So they were going to do that, and then somehow that all fell back on my lap. So, but you never know. I don't think that door is closed. It's something I have no time, to personally do, is to go out sponsor shopping and make cold calls to companies within that coverage area. But you never know. If that door's closed, that's fine, because if a door closes, another one opens. So it's always balance. So I still see good things in motion here. That very well could work. We will see. We will see. Let's see. All right. Tom says you need a sales force. Me and my cousin Guido will handle collections. All right. All right. I like what I'm hearing. That's proactive. And Cassandra says, hi Leroy. Hi Leroy. Oh, Leroy. He joined us. All right. I must not be seeing all these. Oh, Leroy says, what's up, besties? All right. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight. We have yeah, so that's what's going on right there. That's what's going on with the whole Pittsburgh thing. I would love for Jack Shadow to be Pittsburgh's horror host. But as far as me going above and beyond to the degree in which now it's being put back on my lap, which was not our initial conversation, and not speaking negatively in any way about that TV station, but because I would love to be on that, but when you're told one thing and then it goes back it all goes back on your lap. I just can't squeeze any more time out of the day to invest into the show and above and beyond what I'm doing already. It's, I can stay afloat, treading water with my cement boots on right now and making all this work. And I don't say that in a, such a laborious way or burdensome way, because it's fun for me. If it weren't fun, I wouldn't be doing it, obviously. But I'm having a lot of fun doing this. But to throw so much more onto me, now I got to be an ad agency as well. Like, I don't have the ability to do that. I just don't have the resources. I don't have all the sales information and to even begin down that path. So I'll have to take a rain check, I suppose, and we'll see how that plays out throughout the year, and maybe it will, maybe it won't. However, good things are in motion, I'm sure of that, and we'll just have to see. So Leroy says, I'm still at work and watching you. Corpus says it's a lot to find sponsors. Yeah, it really is. It really is. When I did Dark Horse Championship Wrestling, it was now here was the difference there. Like in the viewing area, I had that playing on WICU in Erie, it's an NBC affiliate TV station. They did not require me to do this, In fact, maybe I'll go to Erie. Maybe I'll go back to Erie, But they played Dark Horse Championship Wrestling every week for about 2 years. I had a regular Sunday morning slot, and I was very happy with that. So I don't know. We'll see. See how that goes. I've got other things that I'm trying in the meantime. I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. So see how it goes. And then Leroy says, "Bro, have a great show." Okay, well, thank you. I will certainly try. And if you gotta go, you gotta go. If you can stay with us, that's really cool. Brad says, "I like doing creativity in crafty ways during Chiller Night intermission on Facebook Watch." Okay, on Facebook Watch. And Tanya says, "Everyone get the word out about Chiller Chat and Jack Shadow. If they like to talk about horror, Chiller Chat is the place to be." I appreciate that. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, it's really cool. I would love, of course, Stream TV is seen, in numerous states. I mean, anywhere. If you got the internet, you can watch Stream TV. You can watch this show right here. I think it's just a matter of getting the word out, that people don't know about Chiller Night Theater or Chiller Chat, and we're trying to change that. Over the last Friday Night Frights, we were having share contests. I could very well continue with that. I don't know if the one thing I want to be kind of cautious about is it sounding like an infomercial. I can do that if I kind of keep it limited, because otherwise I want Jack to be more of the ghoulish host, so I do appreciate all the shares that you guys have done over the last we're coming up on the fifth one, so I do appreciate that very, very much. We've been giving out some autographed pictures and DVDs, so that's been a lot of fun. We even had Jack Shadow's gloves and hat on the line, so if we reached a certain amount of viewers, those were going to be sent out as a giveaway. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe we'll do that this next one. Yeah, why not? We ought to do that. I'd like to see some lucky viewer get that stuff. That'd be kind of neat. The original props. I think that hat is the original one from back in 2006, because I had the original haunted house that I did with that character back in 2006, and then we started the show in May of 2008, which brings me to next Saturday, May 4th, will be the 11-year anniversary for I can't really say technically Chiller Night Theater because it was called Sleepy Hollow Theater first, but as far as Jack Shadow hosting, in the show with Aura and Elle, although Elle was a zombie back in the Sleepy Hollow Theater days, and I think she's just evolved. So we never really describe or explain how that happens, but that's okay. And then Tom says, I hear a truck in the background. A truck of death, actually. Yes. All the, I see them. They're all these zombies and werewolves are driving their vehicles around, and they don't care that I'm sitting here trying to do a show. They don't care. They act like they own the place. Yeah, it's kind of dangerous if you think about it, sitting out here in the middle of the dark domain. But I don't know, I made it this far. And then Brad says, I still can't believe that I'm fan of the week. Yes, you are. Right there's the proof that Brad is the Chiller Night Theater fan of the week. Yeah, you're going to be on Stream TV tonight. So, and then Leroy says, I love Chiller Night Theater. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do this with just, of course, you've heard me say, I grew up watching Chiller Theater, the show from Pittsburgh, which is why I really wanted to get on WPXI, or their PCNC. I wanted to get on that station. I thought that would be so fitting, But just for me to get on a major TV station in Pittsburgh would be nice. Although, I mean, the times they are a-changing. I can't go back, and nor do I want to go back. I want to go forward. You always want to go forward, of course. And that might just be, through online, presentation. I never know. You just got to get the word out. That's it. That's the big thing, because I think people who see that these shows are on are going to have fun with them, are going to watch, especially those live Friday Night Frides. I just really enjoy that. I think if people had the opportunity to, if they like Jack Shadow on the regular Chiller Night Theaters, and then you have an opportunity to chat with them live, I don't know, I think that's kind of neat. Because I sit and I actually think about, like, what would I like to see? And I thought about this years ago. Like, I would like to see a live program. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see the host interacting with the viewers. And so that's what we did starting this year. We tested it out. If you remember back in January, we tested all this out by doing Nosferatu. And we had, and that's what I got to do. I had to kind of work out some technical bugs, but I think we're on a pretty good path here. David says, can't get enough of old-time horror movies. Jack Shadow makes watching them even more fun. Well, thank you, David. I appreciate that. And Brad says, I'm so excited. Nick says, WQLN in Erie. You never know. And then Denny says, hi, Brian. Go Chiller Night Theater. Thank you, Denny. I appreciate it. And then Corpus says web gremlins. Yes, that's what they are. The web gremlins. I tell you, it's so funny because the stuff that it is kind of like a theater. Like when I'm doing, especially when I'm doing the live ones. Not necessarily this. This is just me and you guys, chatting away about, what's coming up tonight and anything else that we we put in the middle. Excuse me. But when it comes to Chiller Night Theater and doing it live, boy, oh boy, you really find out that there are a lot of things that can go wrong. It doesn't take much. Doesn't take much at all. So, yeah. You find out then that it's a little nerve-wracking at times, because I'm back here behind the scenes, doing the movie, playing. It's like, boy, if you just hit that wrong, you click that mouse by accident, or you're doing something and you're thinking it's one place, and then all of a sudden it takes you back to the beginning of that movie segment. Wow, I hope I'm done with that. So if you don't see Jack Shadow joining in the chats, for some of you who are new and haven't heard me talk about this, that's why. I'm not going to do that, until I'm extremely overly confident in what I'm doing, with the technical aspects of the show, which I'm not just quite there yet. I'm growing and learning, because I have to. No one's going to do this for me. So, I've had to just, learn, a lot of YouTube tutorials, as far like my website, for example, I had to, oh my gosh, I was lucky if I could check my email, let alone build a website. And that's just what I had to do. I had to get in there and do it myself. And, with all this stuff here, I started back in April. You heard me say that last week. The show was on my phone. That's how I did this pre-show right here. And from that evolved what we see right now. I'm now multi-streaming on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, as well as the chroma key effect. I have all this going on at one time. And not super complicated for somebody who knows what they're doing. But for me, who had to learn everything, at the base level and just work my way up, it would have been neat to have somebody do that for me, but it's really impractical for somebody else to be doing that for me too, because I'm just kind of here by myself, in the area that I live in. So it's not quite as practical as it used to be when I could just call somebody to come over. Hey, could you check this out? But it's coming along, and I think it's coming along pretty well. I'm very happy with this year. I'm very happy with the progress and what's been going on. I'm happy with this show right here, and how this is looking and sounding, and always moving forward. So, and if that's the lesson I got to learn with even when it comes to TV, then so be it. If I can, I'm actually looking into even syndication. Whether that will happen, I don't know. But if it does happen, that's pretty cool. I think the online way of getting the show out is really a great thing, because I got people in Florida and Washington State and all over. I've got people in California watching the show. So I did have one lady mention that it's a little for watching the 8 o'clock shows, because it's like 5 o'clock there. So she's getting off at work at 5. So I said, yeah, maybe if I get maybe if I get enough feedback from people in California, maybe I could, maybe I'll look into moving the time for those Friday night frights. I should explain what I'm talking about, but the Friday night frights. So but for now, I like the 8 o'clock schedule for now, unless I hear otherwise from you viewers. So, and then, I'm missing some comments. Cassandra says, David, do you have any more trivia about the Wasp Woman? David? Maybe he did answer and I haven't seen it yet. Patrick says, body fed them after midnight. Oh, the Kremlins. And then Corpus says, I think you've got it nailed down now, LOL. I'm working on it. It's always learning something new. And Patrick says, I got major lag. Really? And you're on Facebook. Huh. And anybody else experiencing that? I hope not. And Brad said, it's a tradition to me of ordering Taco Bell Rio Grande meal on May 4th and watch a Star Wars marathon. Oh, okay. And on the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo, tacos for leftovers. All right, so you got your weekend next week all planned out, even what you're going to eat. And Patrick is from Ohio. Okay. Says Ohio. Brad says 15 minutes until Chiller Night Theater. Yes. It's coming right up. Brad says I usually do that on the weekend. Okay. And then Zebrex says no comments on YouTube. Oh, really? There's no comments on YouTube? Oh, you're talking about the Facebook? when you're here's, I'm not sure what you mean. Wait a minute. Now, if I type a comment, it'll go to the YouTube one only, I think. And I could be wrong. I called Restream about that, and I asked them what they were, I said, hey, I've got a situation here where I'm typing, and the people on Facebook can't see it. And they said that they don't offer that service right now. They're working on it, but I'm not sure what you mean, no comments on YouTube. Well, I hope we get some comments on YouTube. Denny says, what's the girl's name on Chiller Theater? Ava and Sammy and Jack Shadow. The girls' names are okay. Ava is Aura, the witch, and Samantha is Elle Von Nock, the vampire character. So, and then Patrick says, I wonder if it's the net in my area. We have rain and wind. Oh, that could be. Corpus says, occasionally I get lag. I just jump out of the room and then back in again. That's it. It seems to do it, huh? And then Todd says, I sent a trailer for Fiend to you on Facebook. Okay, good. I'll check that out. And then Ava says, I can check. Ava says, be right back. Brad says, who likes always delicious Taco Bell? Yeah. Why not? Who wouldn't like Taco Bell? And then Zebrick says, sorry, wasn't sure if you could see me. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what you meant. Apparently you can. He says, yes. Great show. Thank you, Zebrix. I appreciate that. And then, but if I was missing comments, it's because sometimes when I'm looking at the camera, there's, I've got the comments right here on Restream, so I'm seeing both of them. Like I'm seeing a consolidation of, Facebook and YouTube, which kind of pushes it up a little quicker. So hopefully, if I'm missing comments, that's why, is because I'm just not catching them before they scroll up. And then Ava says, hello, everything looks good here. Okay, that's cool. So, and then Denny says, okay, she's my cousin. Okay. Who's that, Ava or Samantha? And then Tom says, Elle's sister on Chiller Night Theater is M. Maybe that was the zombie and she just thought she was named Elle. We got to think of a reason why Elle was once a zombie and now she's a vampire. I don't know. Brad says 10 minutes until Chiller Night Theater. Cassandra says that is some crazy trivia about the movie. Okay, well, David, if you are giving us trivia, I can't see it. But if you're not, then maybe that's a hint that you should. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, now we've got Taco Bell 5-pack. Patrick says, I'm gonna get Taco Bell as a major sponsor. Maybe that's what I'll do. Brad says I should just leave The Last Jedi alone. LOL. Then Denny says Sam. Oh, okay. Samantha's your cousin. Oh, okay. That's cool. Well, we will be we'll actually be down there again very soon, taping more episodes of Chiller Night Theater. Now I don't even have the other ones done because I just got the files this week from when we taped. I just now got those, so I just started downloading them. Because it's not like I tape and then I just go home and put them together. What happens is there's a process of we tape them. Stream TV actually adds the effects, like when you see the bats flying past Jack's window and stuff like that, or when you're looking at Elle's where her casket is. It's supposed to be in the lower area of the dungeon. Somewhere down in here, I would imagine, because there's a little bit of the wall that's broken off and you can see the moonlight and the bats flying in the background behind her as well. So that's the stuff that Stream TV does. And then after they add those effects, then they send them to me. And then if there's any more effects to add, like, fire coming out of Jack Shadow's hand, or blowing up a bat, or something like that, or bats flying across the screen, then I do all that here, as well as all the sound effects and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, after it's done, it might take a couple of weeks for me to be able to get that stuff put together. It just, I wish I could go faster, but that's how it's working right now. And then Corpus says, somebody better call up Taco Bell as soon as possible. Yeah, get them on the phone. See if they'll be a major sponsor. Taco Bell's Chiller Night Theater. Hey, money talks. Tom says, let's start a taco fight. Cheaper than cream pies. Yeah, they would be. Be probably better, too. Corpus says, Mo will be rolling over in his grave. Nick says, I'd rather have Taco Shack. Ah, nice little plug for the Taco Shack in Oil City. Denny says, Night of the Living Dead is my all-time favorite. Oh, okay. Now, we played that not too long ago. What was it? Two shows back for the Friday Night Frights. Is it 2? Yeah. And then tonight, if you watch Chiller Chat, it's a shorter episode. It's not long, but I actually interview Gary Striner, and we are. If you like Night of the Living Dead, that might be of interest to you, because we are on scene where they filmed. We went to a couple different locations where they filmed the movie. One of the places too was the bridge where they were talking at the end, the sheriff and the hunting posse who was going out and hunting for the zombies. But we actually ended up not filming on that location. We went there and visited it, but that day. That was kind of neat too, because when I met Gary Striner, Ava and I, we met him in the morning in Evans City, and there was some. we met him in a bar. We were actually having some beer and shots before going in. Not many, just as a social thing. But that was kind of an interesting morning. And then we head out to the Evans City Cemetery, where we taped the first part of that interview. And then Ava says, "Is that the place in Oil City?" Nick says, "Yeah, the Taco Shack." I had to get them to sponsor me, Corpus says, not familiar with them. It's to die for, Nick says. Brad says, 5 minutes. Are you serious? 5? Oh, man, I did not realize. Denny says, is it in Pittsburgh? It is not in Pittsburgh. It is close to Pittsburgh. It's not that far from it, though. Let me throw the schedule back up here real quick. The 9 o'clock movie, which is going to be in about 4 minutes. I think there is actually like a 1 or 2 minute delay. At least there is here when I'm watching it on Roku. So if we don't hop off right at 9, although I do try to. At 9 o'clock, the movie is Wasp Woman. 11 p.m., Chiller Chat. My guest is Gary Striner. He, of course, is worked on the production of Night of the Living Dead. And his brother, Russ Striner, was on the show as well. He played Johnny. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Barbara's jerk brother. 11:30, Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Werewolf of Washington. 1:30 a.m., Chiller Chat. My guest is Leah Dawn Madden, who will be talking about real vampires. 2 a.m., Chiller Night Theater. Jack Shadow features The Wasp Woman. And then, don't forget, I wanna bring this up real quick, because the next time I see you folks, where is it? Aha. Will be on May 3rd, Friday, May 3rd, for the Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights. Don't forget, we'll be watching The Killer Shrews, and this will all be live. You can interact with each other and with Jack Shadow, and that is brought to you by Vicelli Pizza from Butler, Pennsylvania, and Gross Fest, which is coming up in Washington County, that's south of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on Saturday, July 20th. So I will be there. Jack Shadow will be there. Aura will be there. And I'm not sure if Samantha will be there, or Elle the vampire, but we'll find out. And And then Tom says, I still think Beefeater Gin should sponsor Chiller Night Theater. Pay for all those martini Jack chugs down. Yes, I'll second that. It'd be a major sponsor, wouldn't they? Corpus says, I love The Werewolf of Washington. That was some oddness. I know, that was strange. A weird movie. And then Nick says, L is going. Oh, okay, cool. All right, good. Then L will be down there as well. So it is 8:59. Everybody, thank you once again for joining me for this episode of Chiller Night Live pre-show. And hop on over to Stream TV at streammedia.tv, streammedia.tv, and watch Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat all night long. And thank you once again. And I hope to see you on Friday, May 3rd for Jack Shadow's Friday Night Frights. So, all right, folks, thank you. Have a good night. Have a good Chiller Night. We'll see you next week.